the main thing here. Really ain't no shortcuts or no way to sugarcoat it. You got to save some money. You got to make some money. You got to spend some money, but you got to show that you know how to manage your money as well. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to build credit for an apartment. Okay, so number one, you want to set you some goals. So you have the place that you want to live in. So you need to have your goals as to how much money you want to save to get this particular apartment. You know that landlords, or maybe you don't know, they're looking for you to make at least 3 times the rent. Now, I know this can vary depending on whether or not you are working with a single property owner, which would be like someone who's a for rent by owner, you know, someone like an individual person, or if you're working with a company, like just, you know, you're pretty much all your apartment buildings located around you are operated by someone bigger than just the people that you see sitting in the front office, okay? So obviously the requirements may be a little different depending on the landlord situation, okay? So, but still you wanna have some money saved up. So let's have a goal to save maybe 3 times the amount of money that it costs for the rent in your savings, okay? Maybe some more for a little wiggle room. All right, number 2, you want to set some goals as far as credit, because even if you have the money, you got to have the credit to back you up, or vice versa. Sometimes you'll have the money, but you won't have the credit, okay? So you want to give yourself some time to build and establish credit if you are new to credit, or if your credit is bad right now, okay? So you want to have a game plan. I like to set aggressive goals, and I also like to have realistic goals as well. So you want to give yourself at least 3 to 6 months to really lock in on your credit profile, to figure out, you know, what's on here that's inaccurate, what's on here that's mine, what's on here that I need to start negotiating settlements for. You know, you need to be doing those things. You need to be looking at your credit utilization, because that right there is going to be a really big factor determining whether or not you're going to get approved, because that outstanding credit utilization can give you an instant denial, okay? So you want to make sure that you got your credit utilization low before you even think about applying somewhere. But during this stage of planning, goal setting, you need to get you a plan together if you are someone who has a high utilization right now, on how you can get that credit utilization down, okay? So I have several videos for you who are actively needing to, you know, remove derogatory accounts such as collections, public records, charge-offs, close accounts with or without a balance. Like, I got a lot of videos that will help you there. Or just leave a comment down below and I'll give you some suggestions on how you can get that account removed. Okay, so number 2 is obviously building credit. So first things first is there anyone in your family that will allow you to be an authorized user on their credit card? So this will be like one of the quickest ways for you to get some credit going on your profile, to get an account added to your profile, or to help you lower your utilization. If you currently do have credit cards, you're just kind of in over your head, you know, you would like to go to a family member and ask them, hey, can I become an authorized user on your account? Preferably somebody who's older, because their account age will be longer, their payment history will be better, you know, and more seasoned people know how to manage their money. Okay, so if you have someone like that in your family, whether it's a father, mother, grandparent, you know, somebody, that rich uncle, auntie, you know, that will allow you to do that. Hey, I don't need your card, I just would like you to put me on there so that I can establish some credit so that I can get my life started, okay? So authorized user is a game changer when it comes to building or establishing credit for my newbies. All right, so the next thing you want to do is start paying down some debts, if you have any. Okay, so the main thing is, like I was saying earlier, is getting that utilization down, because your credit utilization has an extremely high impact on your credit score. So during this time, you want to set a game plan on how you can start attacking this debt before you think about applying for an apartment. Okay, so let's get that utilization down. 30% is what we are taught, and it is a good range for those of you who are new to credit. 10% is more of an aggressive goal that I like to work towards and teach people to start working towards, getting comfortable living in that 10% or less range when it comes to credit. But I do understand that we all have to work that somewhere that's reasonable. So, you know, I said I have the aggressive goal and then your realistic one. So realistically, 30% is more ideal for the average person, but 10% is an aggressive credit utilization goal that we have to work towards. But ideally, that's where you want to be. So making payments on time would be next. So that would be for an accounts like credit cards or your car loans or your student loans. And if you're not actively making payments on your student loans, at least be on an income driven repayment plan so that you'll be getting credited for that on-time payment each month. Sometimes your payment won't be anything, or it could be a little as nothing, $10, $5. You know, I've seen payments be that low to help you start establishing payment history. Next, you want to get you some credit builder accounts, specifically those that do not pull your credit, because you don't need any inquiries. You just, you know, it would be beneficial to have an account. So give yourself like 6 months, you know, out. You know, you want to get out your parents' house, or you know that it's nearing that time where you're about to get out of college and it's just like, man, like, what am I going to do? I don't want to go back home. So give yourself at least 6 months to start establishing some payment history. Kickoff is great, and Self are really great tools for you to start establishing credit. Self will allow you to have an installment loan on your credit report, and then Kickoff will allow you to have a credit card on your credit report, giving you a variety of credit, which will also improve your credit score because you are showing to the bureaus and creditors that you're able to manage different types of accounts, okay? So next, you want to get you your own credit card. While it's great to be an authorized user, you know, it doesn't really have as much weight as it would be if it was your own credit card. Now, I know it may be hard for those of you who are new to credit or have bad credit to get a traditional credit card, but a secured card is just as good. Now, I have several videos on really great secured cards for people who are new to credit, have little to no credit, or are just, you know, trying to rebuild. There are a lot of credit cards that could be beneficial to you, such as Discover It, Capital One Platinum Secured Card. And if you're a student, I will have a video uploaded after this one that has some really great credit cards for students. So while you're in school, you know, whether it be your senior year of high school or your freshman or whatever you are in college, to allow you to get some student cards that will allow cashback rewards and all that type of stuff that'll be beneficial for you when it's time to move. Okay, so those are just a few ways for you to build some credit to get an apartment. Again, the main thing here is time, giving yourself time, because it's harder when you're trying to give yourself these aggressive goals. You know you want to move soon, so don't wait till you're 30 days out. Just try to start working on your credit, okay? Give yourself at least 6 months. 3 to 6 months, so you can really see some movement and improvement, and you can also start having payments report in on your credit report, okay? So yeah, those are some really good tips, I think, that'll help you get an apartment without needing a co-signer or a guarantor or anything like that. You know, you can do this on your own. You just gotta give yourself some time, save some money, work on your credit, just make on time payments. That's the main thing here. Really ain't no shortcuts or no way to sugarcoat it. You got to save some money, you got to make some money, you got to spend some money, but you got to show that you know how to manage your money as well. So that's the main thing here. But if you have any questions, leave a comment below. And as always, I'm here to help. See y'all in the next video.